Heavy but mobile, old and new. Continuation of evidence that you don't need the most bullets or the hardest rounds to be an eternal classic. Hi, it's me, Six Snipes. Picture this: stamp steel, 7.62, 600 rounds per minute. I could literally be talking about any of like 10 guns right now, but today I'm talking about the one gun, very specific, very hyped, very cool gun. I'm talking about the AK, but the one they added, not this one. We're still not doing that one yet. Today, taking a look at a Cold War relic refitted to face the modern age rather than facing the music. This is the RPK 203, and you're watching Gun Guide. It goes without saying, though I do so now for the sake of padding my video length, that the RPK is not an obscure gun. Conceptually very simple, it is nothing short of the continuation of the AK-47 and AKM's design to a logical conclusion wherein it needs more bullets. Russia did and does not possess the monetary means to develop and produce an overwhelmingly diverse roster of firearms to accommodate their soldiers, which is why once they find something that works, they stick to it like I stick to camping the bomb, and modify it to fit any number of situations it wasn't originally intended for. Hence, everything is an AK if you're brave enough, and sometimes it even works. Does the RPK 203 added as of Operation Livewire work? Well, in real life, that's a bit of a tricky question to answer because going back to the Russia does not possess monetary means point, Russia does not possess the means to meaningfully upgrade their shit either, which is why superfluous as the differences between the RPK 203 and say RPK 74 may be, they can't even afford to slap more polymer onto their models and currently still use what is evidently a version of the RPK 74M variant. Essentially, rather than opting to use the weapons that were developed to modernize their arsenal, they're still using an AK-74 with a bipod because budget. It's very difficult to divine what exactly we're looking at here because information on Russian guns, much less modern Russian guns, that is readily available to the public is not exactly easy to come by. And the only other game I could find that features this is Girls Frontline. Okay, what the f is this, NWI? What is this? What's this? Why is this where we're getting guns from now, huh? Is something you want to tell us? I mean, I'm not concerned. I'm just curious. It's not generally the first place I'd look, but hey, I mean, I just thought, it's a little gay.
If I walked up to you right fucking now, me being a dude and you being a dude, and you were turned on by me, that would be gay. It's no different for fucking traps. Just because they dress like a chick don't mean they are a chick. They got a dick, and it's gay. And don't say the dick makes it cuter, because that doesn't make it cuter. That makes it even gayer. That makes you gay, bitch. And you send me pictures of them with their little skirts lifted and their fucking nuts hanging out. I don't want to see that shit. I'm not gay like you. Stop sending me hentai. Stop sending me anime pictures. Stop sending me traps. Oh my god!
Yeah, there's not even a Wikipedia article on this weapon, and it's not listed under the variants of the RPK's entry. This is actually the first result you get from the RPK 203 on Google. See how the link is purple? I had to click on that. I didn't know. Basically, from what I understand, the RPK 203 is just some minor tweaks and modernized features applied to the tried and true RPK formula. It's an AK designed to operate with a larger magazine, a heavier barrel to mitigate overheating and to improve performance over range, and a stock which looks different and might be better for recoil depending on if you believe the Modern Warfare 2 weaponsmith charts. Designed to accompany the AK-100 series, the two flavors are the RPK 103, chambered in classic unbeatable 7.62x5.1 NATO. I'm just kidding, it's 7.62x3.9 Soviet. I know the difference. Shut up. And the, in my opinion, more exotic RPK 201, chambered in 5.56x4.5 NATO spec ammunition. It's not exotic because it's 5.56. It's exotic because, like, how many AKs have you seen using NATO shit? Not many. As far as differences between this and the OG RPK/RPK 47 of old, I can't tell you. Still got the rotating bolt, the dust cover, same fire selector group. Doesn't even get a rail system actually. Bummer. Can't remove the barrel either still. That's not an upgrade. I don't know, man. And what even makes it an RPK 203? Like, Brandon's got one with the same furniture, which is polymer and ribbed like that, but he says it's an AK-74. I trust Brandon. In the game, this is gonna blow your mind, really. The RPK 203 is just an AKM, wait for it, with different furniture. I'm not shitting you. Same RPM, sure, yep. Velocity is, whoa, 30 meters per second faster. That's a whole lot of meters. Penetration, wow, 14 more. Yeah, baby, really getting some. Okay, basically, aside from slightly, just a little better shot performance, it's basically an AK but it comes with a bipod. At the same price, on paper, it's a bargain deal because you get to pay 3 credits for an AKM, better by technicality only, and also a free bipod. Pretty good, right? Wrong. Check out this bitch. It's the same price. Sure, you don't like the mobility and ADS of the PKM, that's okay. The Galil is just 1 credit cheaper, comes with equally good if not better 5.56 rounds, higher base capacity than the RPK, and still gets the bipod. Let me break it down for you. RPK 203, not a regular RPK or RPK 74 with wood furniture, that's an L. The action is okay, but doesn't actually sound as satisfying as the AK. That's an L. It's supposed to be a gunner weapon, but the default capacity is still 30. That's an L. The only saving grace to this gun is that they actually decided to add the 40 round box mag and 75 round drum for the AKs, except it's just for this gun, so that's an L. And also you have to pay for them, so that's also an L. If this gun was 1 credit cheaper, it'd be okay because it doesn't have to justify its price against the PKM anymore. It competes with the Galil. You can field more attachments with it with 1 credit less now, and also afford it on the first wave of Outpost, which is where cheap machine guns have a very good and effective place. Alternatively, you could make this gun shoot harder, like a lot harder, which is not hard by tweaking penetration and velocity, and you could give it the 40 round box mags default because that's how they actually run this gun, and it could at least arguably be okay at 3 credits, but it don't. Instead, I use the Galil on the first wave of Outpost like a sad loser and switch to the aesthetically inferior and woodless AK-203 with a carrier and still only have 150 rounds of 7.62 Soviet when I could instead have a PKM and carrier with 200 rounds of Mosin Nagant sniper bullet bullshit. At the end of the day, this gun is bad just glancing at the stats and not worth the money it'd take to kit one out to at least have competent capacity for a gunner, and also can't do the one-tap body quick scopes I can pull off with a new M60. So at this point, you're probably like, man, Snipes hates this gun. No, bitch, I love this gun. This is the gun I wanted in the game. I know what an RPK is. I know it doesn't fire faster than an AK or have radically different features than an AK or even think it would be implemented to be competitive with actual gunner weapons like the PKM. I just think it's neat. I just like sitting in the back of the maps, chugging away with this. It's everything I want as a more accurate AK at ranges and even mounts a PSO-1 optic like a trooper. I'll even ditch the bipod and have an aiming grip and just be a menace with my cosmetically different AK. Look at some of these kills. This is ridiculous. Can you do all of these things with an AK? No. Yeah, well, yeah, you can. Can you put a bipod on an AK and pretend it's an RPK already? Yes. Do I give a shit? No. All they would have had to do is remove the default stock and put the RPK stock on the model and lengthen the barrel and have a bigger mag with accommodating stats, and I would have already been happy if that was the RPK. Retexturing the furniture to have different wood stain and weathering would have been considered above and beyond what I wanted. In fact, in my opinion, NWI put too much work into this gun. This ribbed plastic bullshit and shiny plastic black metal is ugly, but I like it. At the end of the day, it's still an AK. It's a very good, reliable, solid gun which can carry you through engagements and actually features a little extra capacity to boot. I am going to continue crippling my team's ability to perform and push because me, as the gunner, is not using a weapon capable of shooting down a helicopter efficiently. I love this gun. I would rather use this than the M60, and I think the M60 is better. Now stop bothering me. I'm gonna go ruin my team's chances of winning by being a subpar gunner. The same, but different. Different enough that I like it. Go ahead and leave a comment about how the RPD or Stoner would have been a better and more narratively accurate choice for gunner. Until they do that, they won't. I'm Six Snipes. This is completely useless and cool, and you've been watching Gun Guy. I'll be out there enjoying the only time they've ever added an MG to Sandstorm. Holy fuck.
I'm sorry, were they saying something? Because they're dead now!